Hey everyone, Eddie here. We are back with Sephiria. I'm very excited for today's video because we are going to be trying a new weapon today. I actually tried this weapon quite a long time ago when I did my first run with Wingless Bat. That run turned out to be something completely different. It turned out into like a lifesteal Scorch build, but it was a pretty fun build. So if you haven't checked that one out, please do so. But we're going to be going a different route this time and going the Inquisitor weapon, which is in the Chaos skill tree for the Greatsword. And it revolves around the debuff effects of some of the items here. So we're going to be starting off with Blue Ink Bottle, which inflicts corrosion. And Echo of the Glacier, which just got an update. I mean, Frost as a whole got an update, which is awesome. But Echo is really good because not only does it inflict frostbite just by standing nearby enemies, but we also get some defense, which is going to be pretty big for this moving forward, I feel. There's a few different routes we can go. More risk-reward on some than others. So we'll see how this turns out. And of course, I'm going Scald Lizard because the Inquisitor weapon, the special attack changes to Wound Explosion. So essentially, the premise is we do a lot of damage to a target, we get the debuffs on them, and then we trigger Wound Explosion, and it turns all of those debuffs into chaos damage. So more than anything, it should look really cool. And it's just going to be very hard to implement, I feel. I think this is one of the harder builds to get right, because there's so much going on with all the debuffs. And there's a lot of small items here or there, depending on the run, of course, that can make or break it. So we'll see what happens. So if you enjoyed the video, please give me a like. It does help me out, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, please feel free to post in the comments. I do reply to all of my comments, so let me know what you think of the build, the game, the gameplay. If there's a build in mind that you have that you'd like for me to try, please mention it. I love viewer builds. They are some of my favorite to do content on. And of course, if you like to follow this and all of my content, please subscribe. We are building a great community here and would love to see you join, especially if the content is where you're at on gaming and as far as entertainment. And I want to give a shout out to all my current subscribers that constantly comment, like, and share my videos. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate all of you. I could reroll one more time. Amber isn't bad. Critical damage and cold. I guess we'll pick up Amber. I don't want to reroll too much, because obviously we want to ensure we get the weapon we need for this build. So let's see. Root. Oh, root as well, huh? So we may have to choose a different route depending. There is dice, though. So that gives me a little bit of hope that we can change. All right, so roots first. This is interesting. Yeah, so there's a few different routes we can go here. None of these. Ooh, although Scrap of the Red Cloth is really good. Oh my goodness, it's really going to make us use all of our rerolls, huh? Yeah, there's Berserker. Oh, and it has, whoa, and it has Cold Lock. Okay, I think that's a sign we have to go Berserker. Berserker is the best route to go, but boy, is it... it makes it difficult. I mean, gaining all this Universal at the beginning, though, helps. We definitely need Link, though. That way we don't hinder these sides. But getting Cold Lock early ensures that we can build into that. I think getting Cold Lock late is a little harder. Okay. So we got a couple in Glacier already. So we just need Burn as far as the debuff, because we will get Chaos with the weapon once we upgrade in the Anvil. So leaving the first floor, doing all 4 debuffs would be pretty huge. That way we can focus on some of the other artifacts or tablets within the game. Now, the one thing that I am very nervous about is losing Whirlwind for Wound Explosion. because Wound Explosion acts as a trigger. So it essentially on its own doesn't do damage like the action, whereas, you know, Whirlwind, you do this attack. There is an item that I have in mind that could help with that, but again, it just really depends if the build is really going to allow that to happen or not. Let's see what we picked up here. Ooh, okay, we can get burned from this, so I don't mind that at all. Not my first choice as far as burn, but meteors is very good. So we're going to drop 1 meteor. I think it can go up to 4. Yeah, it can go up to 4 maxed. So, I mean, if we pick up Meteor Shower on top of this, that would be insane. Meteors raining down from the sky as we do a bunch of chaos explosion damage. Ooh, Stairway is very good. I mean, so is this, so we can build into the fire, but I have to pick up Stairway. Because Stairway is going to give us attack speed and move speed at the beginning of every level. And the more we buff this, the more beneficial. And honestly, attack speed and move speed are pretty big in this build, I feel. Because the more attack speed we have, the more debuffs we can apply with direct attacks, right? So like the chaos damage, the corrosion, we can get those kind of pumped up a lot. And then the move speed is critical because once we do get the Inquisitor for the Wound Explosion, we're going to want to attack those enemies, walk away, and then trigger the explosion. So I think it's a really good item. All right, let's see. We can actually see how the whole build is going to come together here with this. Or we're going to have to wait until the boss. Because they gave us a wave section here, so... Have to be careful, though. Although we feel good. Oh, wow. That's perfect. Get some more defense. Where are we at in defense now? We're at 5. So we're above, you know, negative. Which is good. I do like the Ember here for the flower. Yeah. So now our direct attacks are also going to have a percentage to do burn as well, along with the drops of meteor. Ooh, okay. Luckily enough, Crimson Thorn was here. I mean, we did get those 2 dice, so that was pretty lucky, though. So Crimson Thorn attacks the target and inflicts wound. So now we're going to deal the chaos damage every 1 second and lasts for 10 seconds up to 4 stacks. Nice. Looks awesome, too. All right, let's see. First boss. Ooh, and it's a second boss. So this one's a little bit more mobile. Does a little bit more damage, so we'll see how we fare against this one. Yeah, all the debuff damage is doing pretty good right here. It's trickling away. It's only going to get stronger, especially once we get more items. Nice. And we pulled off the proc on the freeze. Exit's very good here. I actually don't mind picking up exit. Do something like this. Combustible oil, huh? That's interesting, but I don't want to lower one of my other elements, especially cold. If it was lightning, perhaps, but Phoenix Wing is really good. Yeah, I like Phoenix Wing here. We'll pick that up. Now the question is, do we want to change anything out for Stairway right now? I mean, we could do it. I mean, it's only level 1, though, so we can always swap it out with an item when we change floors just to gain the buff. I've done that in many runs. I've also forgotten to do that in many runs. Well, this is pretty good. It'll give us 10 plus defense. The magic haste is okay, but that's not bad. Or we can get rebellion, which I like as well. I do really like rebellion. 2 meteors instead of 1, and then we can put these here just to get them something. Yeah, I like that. I think overall that's good. Still want to find Link, or I think it's Surge is the other one. Okay, not too bad. So we'll see where this second floor takes us. Artifact, enchant is really good. We're going to have to wait again until the last level for the anvil. Wow. Well, hopefully that one's not a wave, so we don't test out the Inquisitor on the boss. So where we want to go? Artifact, enchant, anvil? That looks like the pathway. Yeah. All right, here's hoping we get some really good items to boot for this. These wave areas are perfect testing grounds for something like this. So it's pretty unfortunate that we're not going to be able to do that. Testing a new weapon on a boss is not the most ideal. Especially since I feel like the Chaos Explosion build that we're kind of going for is better suited towards the mobs anyways. I don't like any of these items. Let's re-roll. Ooh. Okay, hold on. Flaming Eye Patch is good, but I feel like I don't pass up on Cube, especially since it's also going to give us move speed and attack speed, right? And it's Guardian, so if we pick up something else, we can boost more defense. I like that. Yeah, we're going to need some heavy enchants and tablets here. Not the armor I was hoping for. We did go Lizard Play armor for our our cursed build. Wow. That was a fun viewer build for sure. Plus 24 defense. Minus 10 move speed, attack speed, and haste. Now the curiosity is, what can I get this up to? So, I mean, the magic haze doesn't matter to me, but is this saying that I would have minus 10, but with this, if I max this out as well, for move speed and attack speed anyways, I would only have minus 2 because I'm getting plus 12? Huh. I mean, immediately I get plus 14 defense, which is pretty big. I think I might test out my luck. I think I just might test out my luck. I mean, I definitely don't feel slow like I did in the curse build run, so... Yeah, watching all the debuffs trickle away at the enemies is very satisfying. There's that combustible oil again. Normal, attack, let's reroll. Future is very good. We can pick up Future here. Do something like this. I don't necessarily want this, though, with the slot 2. What does this go up to 2? That's pretty good. We may want to switch these. Yeah. I mean, we could max out Phoenix Wing as well. Get 3 and then plus 5 fire damage. But I think that's good for now. Yeah, we're slowly getting items. We're kind of getting a feel of where we need to be for this. Ballista? No. We do have a build in mind for Ballista, but it's not this one. I actually have quite a few builds that are going to come out very soon. So following this one here, you'll definitely see quite a few Sephiria content, which I think everyone's going to enjoy. It seems like that over any of my other playlists is the favorites. And to be fair, it's my favorite game that I'm currently playing at the moment. We can sell this. We don't want to lose any other elements. So, I mean, for early access, the game has so much replay value. So, and there's just so much different things you can do, which makes it a lot of fun, including the challenges that I just started doing. A lot of viewers are coming up with new challenges as well. So it's pretty cool. So cat here in the corner. Not my favorite place to fight, but... Deal fire damage. Snowflake Necklace is pretty good. I think we'll pick up the Magma Bead. Go a little bit more fire on this one. Hopefully we'll find the necklace as we go on as well. Okay, so there's the enchant. So it's a 2 enchant. What else do we have here? Merchant, and we have XP if we want to. Was that the whole area? Sure was. Okay. Well, if we wanted more defense, that would be the way. We just don't have enough gold. Nothing really that I would want to sell either, so a little unfortunate. All right, where do we want to put these enchants? Possibly Corrosion and the Meteor. We could also put 2 into Stairway to give it a little bit more of a boost. But I like the Corrosion and the Red Snake Eyes. Anything that's going to help with our debuffs, I think, is the way to go. I want to get this lock going as well, but I also want to see if I can get the link to kind of boost up around it. So if anything, if we're able to get some more chance or some tablets, we'll focus around that as well. Okay, so we have a potential here to get the Inquisitor and test it out. Because this isn't a wave area, so we'll see. We'll see if the run is going to allow us that. The challenge is, too, the reason I was kind of hoping we started with the Inquisitor a little early is it's a different playstyle altogether. Right now we're using Whirlwind. you know, to proc for our letter starting item with the Scholar Lizard to gain that shield and that buff. But we're not going to have that, so we're essentially going to be walking around doing damage like this and then triggering with the wound explosion. So, wow, Ball of Red Yarn is very good. More maple. All right, so apparently I chose the wrong path. I should have gone this way, and we could have actually tested out the Inquisitor. I mean, without even doing Wound Explosion, the debuffs do so much on their own. Going Warrior Seal would get us that, but kind of need something else, I feel. It is going to boost our attack speed, though. So it may not be terrible. We can also grab this just to get a little bit more cold damage. All right, here we are. The Inquisitor. Special attack is changed to Wound Explosion. Removes all debuffs inflicted by you on enemies within 8 tiles and deals chaos damage. Damage. Number of debuffs stacks removed times 90. Wow. So we lost our Whirlwind, as you can see. Now we just have a little whiff, which essentially is the trigger. Again, I have an idea in mind with an item that could help that, but again, that just really depends on what we end up facing here. Looks like we're going to face the pig too, so biggest worry about the pig, I feel, is the projectiles that it throws out, so we'll have to be very careful on that. Might just trigger it here on its own. Let's see. There we go. Quite a bit of damage. We took a lot, which I figured we would, but oh, we're definitely rerolling this. Past? I mean, past could work. Past could work. Ooh. Fluffy fur gloves. Target afflicted by frostbite take an additional 14 damage. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. We have a lot of stuff to fix. So we'll just go to the next area first. See what the merchant has, and then we can go ahead and fix our inventory. Yeah, because I would like to get this defense up if possible. Rebellion again? I mean, it could work. Let's do some rerolls though, because 1,000 gold is pretty good here. Ooh, this was the item I was talking about. I'm actually going to pick this up. Yeah. Yeah, so essentially how this will work. Well, I could just show you. So remember how we were doing the little whiff? Now we'll have that attack, the Ice Vein, or Vine. And it does do Frostbite, which is cool. So now when we go around and trigger, we'll be able to do something like that, which is awesome. And then the meteors come out of nowhere. But yeah, now at least, instead of not having the special attack for Whirlwind, where we were actually doing some damage that was noticeable for that, we have the trigger for Wound Explosion, and now we have that. So for me personally, I like that. Because I really like Whirlwind, and losing it is very sad. Okay, let's see what we can do here to make some of this stuff happen. I mean, that was all pretty good. Our defense can be boosted even higher, but for right now, I think that's pretty good. So what I'll probably do is start swapping out, like, the stairway for, like, something like Red Snake Eyes, just so we could get the buffs as we go into levels. So, for instance, I'll do this. We'll go here. Now, let's see our pathway. Tablet, enchant is insane. Yeah, we're going to do that. Tablet, enchant. And this tablet has a merchant, so maybe we'll have some gold to spend on something as well. Or we can sell items, too. All right, so now we got the bigger buff. So we're going to go ahead and swap back. Very speedy now. Awesome damage. It does seem like some of the debuffs, though, are hitting pretty hard, so we're not even needing to use the Wound Explosion. The great thing about the Frostbite that we have with the Echo is because if we stand nearby enemies, it'll proc the Wound Explosion. It won't be as critical because we only have one debuff on it just by standing next to it, right? But it just is something good to utilize. All right, let's pick up Surge because we don't know if we're going to end up getting Link. So at least now we don't have to worry about this here. Definitely need to start stacking this, though. Because we picked it up because it was a benefit with the Berserker. So I need to start putting points into it. So hopefully we get some really good tablets to kind of boost all of our items that we currently have. Maybe even more, depending on what else we get. Yeah, even with some of these minions having super armor, the Wound Explosion is just devouring throughout the entirety of their health bar and that. It's another Surge. Ooh. Stack is really good too, though. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate this. There we go. So now I can actually utilize this slot. But now I'm at a predicament. Huh. Yeah, because I'm a little over on this, on the letter. I don't mind being over, but there's other items that I would prefer. So let's go ahead and do the burn extra damage here, just to get that one going. What would this give me? +2 defense if I did it? Yeah. Yeah, once we get to the enchant, we'll see where we can put this. More than likely, I'll probably end up swapping this with the staircase here, or vice versa, just so I can get the initial buff. But for right now, we want to ensure that we have, you know, as much assistance as we possibly can with that. So that works out. Okay, again, we'll do the swap. Heading for the tablet. Live with just a trickle of health there. Ooh, Blue Claw. Frostbite has a 30% chance to be applied an additional time. Holy cow. Oh, the hit points are just too good right now to give up on that, but yeah, we definitely have to get that rolling. That's an awesome pickup. All right, just testing to see if there's any cracks anywhere. I'm not seeing any currently. Nice. All right, let's go this way. All right, so here's the exit. No crack there. How about up top here? We did find an opening here once, so I'm happy about that because I've checked many of runs for something like that, and we finally found it. Rebellion. We don't have anything that's 6, so this is kind of heavy on that notion. We could make this a 5. Exit is a little better. I'm glad I actually re-rolled. Yes. So now I could do something like... Well, what do we have? We had that at 1 anyways. So why don't we just do this? Because we are just swapping that currently, and I don't mind. Because Stairway doesn't need to be constant. Because it's only when we enter the floor that we gain the buff. So I like this, actually. I do want to start getting this up, so maybe we'll start using the enchants on the Universal to start building more of our damage on that. All right, we have the Merchant and the Vending Machine, so if we don't find anything, we could gain some experience. There's the Necklace, which is very good. Flame Bug. My only issue with Flamebug is we already have a lot of items that are high, but it is a very good item. Well, we'll go ahead and sell this because we know we're not going to use that. If I pick up Flamebug, though, it's at 0 stack, so I would have to change out something in order just to get it rolling. So I think I'll actually hold on that. Whoa, Eggshell, though, is insanely good. Wow, Eggshell, I think, is going to take this to the next level. And I'll actually purchase some XP here. Get a little closer. Huh. Ooh, the enchant is with the mini-boss, so we'll see how well we do against the mini-boss here. I did forget to change out the stairway, but that's okay. Here we go. See, we would have spent money on the necklace, but now we get it for free. We are getting very close, though, to filling out our inventory, though. Yeah, there may be some items that we swap out here, but I'm really hoping perhaps on the final floor here, we get lots of enchant opportunities. Yeah, I mean, some of the debuffs just do the damage right on their own. Plus, with White Eggshell, especially if we can upgrade White Eggshell, it's just going to do even more damage. Ooh, not my favorite area to fight in. I do not like these narrow areas here in the library. When an enemy with a burn status dies, it explodes. I don't mind picking this up, but since we have White Eggshell, I feel like this is not going to proc as often as I would like. Whoa. Hold on a second, though. Wow, these are both really good. So we can boost our universal damage, or we can proc our cold damage with stacks. I think the feat of the Ice Skull is a little bit more achievable. So I think I'm actually going to go with that one. I mean, even on its own, this is pretty good. Increase cold damage by 1 for 7 seconds up to 5 stacks. I mean, is there anything that I would want to change out for it right now? Phoenix Wing? No. Maybe Warrior Seal? Maybe. I mean, if we had 0 Warrior Seal, we'd be at 1 damage, 5 attack speed %. So we just lose 2 physical. I think that's worth it. Yeah. I think that's worth it. Let's see. Ooh, Taz. Large dice potion. No. Fortunately, that's not what we're looking for, Taz, but yeah, Taz sometimes does sell one where it's like an enchant potion. We get a 3 enchant here. That's very good. But unfortunately, that wasn't the one. Okay, just making sure there was no other items here. Okay. So a 3. I think we got to put it all into the universal. That's a huge boost, 12%. Yeah. All right. All right, we are going to face the boss, but we're going to change out this before I forget, just to get that initial buff. And There is a new boss, so we'll see which one we end up facing here. It is the new one. I've only faced this boss one other time, which was the first encounter. So yeah, I'm not sure how this is going to go. A little nervous. Ooh, that was scary. It did do quite a bit of damage to us, too. Stacks isn't bad here. Might re-roll, though. Harvest is very good. Yeah. Trying to see... Could do something like this. The problem is that we... Oh, yeah, we are a little slower now. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Wow, we do gain so much defense, though. Another cold lock? Can you imagine? Inflict burn when dealing fire damage. I mean, this already does burn. This does burn. This is inflicting 4 when we do burn. Guess not the end of the world if we pick this up. We could get rid of this, but I still like this because we are doing a lot of direct attacks with the attack speed. I mean, if we don't get enchant, we have to start getting rid of some of these items because they're going to be quite useless. Like, I think right now I could definitely get rid of Warrior Seal, the Lua Flower. If not, the Magma Bead. The Magma Bead I can actually see as getting rid of more than the Flower. It is 4 fire damage on burn, but yeah, I guess we'll see. Ooh, all right, one more floor. Honestly, I would just be willing to go straight to Asgard if we can, because these enemies are very tough. Very tough. All right, let's see what the pathway is here. 0 enchants. Okay. So we may go experience or dice. Experience, tablet, tablet. Just to see if we get better tablets may be the way. We only have 490 gold. Shade. I mean, Shade is pretty huge if we can get it. We'd be pretty close. I think the eggshell is more important to have on this. Getting this buff too would be nice, but it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. Yeah, if we find some really good tablets, we'll just have to replace some. That's the biggest thing. We are missing a slot here, but it's not the end of the world because we are allowing this to proc. Yeah. What did we put into this? 3? Okay. Ooh, all right, here we go. All right, so we said experience. Let's go experience first. Power is insanely good. We can just do that just right off the bat. We don't need that there now, so we can probably just do white eggshell. All right. Yeah, we can't be too aggressive with these enemies. They're so powerful, but at the same time, we just can't sit back and let them do their damage because they can one-shot us very easily. Okay. Trying to find the way out, but my sense of direction obviously is not great. Upon taking damage, gain invincibility. That might be huge, actually. What would I get rid of for that? I mean, eventually we're going to have to get rid of white eggshell. I think we got to get rid of the flower now. Yeah, I think so. That's pretty big. I actually might do this just for now. Yeah, easy swap here. Past. Currently not better than any of the other ones I have, and I already have a couple that are similar, so yeah, it looks like we could just convert this, I guess, just to possibly get another reroll for the other one. Okay, here we go. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Yeah, let's just do experience. Foundation's actually very good. Wow. I mean, I could just get rid of white eggshell now. That might be the best bet. So if I do this... Like in place like burn here. Or maybe I want to get the cold damage up from this instead. I mean, 10% attack speed is pretty big. 22. I mean, if I put foundation here, essentially, this looks like where I would go with it. We can get goal up. This, again, we're just going to swap, so those don't really matter. So I think it looks like that's best case scenario, to be honest. Ooh, this is the worst spot. Ooh, that was nerve-wracking. Ooh, disconnection. Just thinking it's a better... No, it wouldn't fit properly. Yeah. Yeah, it's not gonna work on that one. More defense? I think that's just what we're gonna roll out with here. Okay. So we face Asgard now. Let's go ahead and make sure we do our buff here before anything. Now we'll swap it back. We face Asgard and see how it goes. Chaos Explosion build. Here we go. Nice. Oh, man. Ooh, it got a little dicey there, but we did it. Chaos Explosion complete. Ooh. Another weapon, another build in the books for Sephiria. My goodness. Got to take our victory lap over here. This is not an easy build to do. I mean, test it for yourself and try. It's definitely not one I would do in hard mode, but here's the build. We were lucky enough to get some nice pieces to put together. The evade came in clutch too. I think this invincibility helped that a little bit as well. Yeah, overall an awesome build. Wow. I can't believe we finally did the Inquisitor. Chaos Explosion. All right. Very difficult build to pull off. My goodness. A lot of fun, though. A lot of fun. So if you enjoyed the video, please give me a like. It does help me out, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, please feel free to post in the comments. I do reply to all of my comments, so let me know what you think of the build, the game, the gameplay. There's definitely a few things I would tweak, but this one definitely needs a lot of work. I still feel Scholar Lizard is the best with as much as we were procking and going through, but who knows? Maybe there'll be another costume in the future. But if you'd like to follow this and all of my content, please subscribe. We are building a great community here. We've actually gotten quite a few new subscribers, so welcome to all the new subscribers. Thank you so much. And of course, I want to give a shout out to all my current subscribers that constantly comment, like, and share. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate everyone. Until next time, take care.